three subatomic particles. Subatomic particles are the little things that make up atoms. Atoms are little tiny things that make up everything. The three kinds are neutrons, protons, and electrons. This is a neutron. It is the biggest of the three subatomic particles and has a neutral charge. This is a proton. It is slightly smaller than the neutron and has a positive charge. In case you forget, we've drawn a plus sign on it for you. This is an electron. It is the smallest of the three subatomic particles and has a negative charge. In case you forget, we've drawn a negative sign for you.
All three of these, neutrons, protons, and electrons, are found within stars. If a proton and an electron meet, they form a bond, and this is known as normal hydrogen, like you would find in blimps and is commonly found in the Earth's atmosphere. Now, there's not just these two things floating around inside the stars, as I just told you. There's also neutrons. These two can react and form a deuterium. It's called deuterium because there are two particles in the nucleus, which is the center, and deuterium means two. So if we have a deuterium and it were to react with itself, so we thought, because it's not the only hydrogen molecule floating around in the star, but were to react with itself, like so, a proton would be released, so would an electron, and we would form tertium. And it is tertium because there are three things in the center of the nucleus. So now we have a tertium atom, and if the tertium would react with a deuterium, like so, we would lose a neutron, and we would be left with two protons, two neutrons, and two electrons. This you would recognize as normal helium, which you would use to fill up balloons that actually float. This process continues, creating all of the light elements up to iron.
The elements. These are the elements.
In order.
These are the elements.
So we got hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, and oxygen, fluorine. Now stop snoring. This isn't boring, and this is stuff you shouldn't be ignoring. Neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, and chlorine. That's under fluorine.
Hey, we're up to 17.
You never had it better for remembering the elements.
These are the elements. These are the elements. These are the elements. These are the elements.
So then we got argon, potassium and calcium, scandium, titanium, vanadium and chromium, manganese, iron,
This
cobalt.
process is known as nuclear fusion. This is what powers all of the stars in the universe, including the sun. Currently, this power has not been harnessed on Earth, and all we can do with this technology is make atomic bombs. To create the remaining elements, nuclear fission is used. This happens when stars violently explode, known as a supernova. This process creates all elements up to uranium. This means that stars contain all elements that make up you.
The sun is a mass of incandescent gas and gigantic nuclear furnace where hydrogen is built into helium at a temperature of millions of degrees. The sun is hot. The sun is so hot that everything on it is a gas. Aluminum, copper, iron, and many
For
others.
further information about this topic, check out the following links.